Morning, folks. How are we doing? We are so back, boys. We are so back. Dad has returned. I'm here with my cigarettes. I think I'm stealing Mr. Medica's joke from his sudden return. How are we all doing, guys? We all doing okay? So yes, I've crawled back in from the barren wilderness. I thought I'd come in and say hi to you. So hello to everyone who's here early. Unlimited Game Works, Acid Gates, Yeah Dude, Blake D, Melancholy, Samson Dong, Sucker MG, Arif, TJJ, Little Bubs, Riders, Redux, Song and Long Rat, Caleb, Egg Bun, Mama D, everyone, Yumoya, Jordan, Gilchrist, Draven, Caleb, Alchemist Alcor, Lisa, Moya again, probably Odie, Boogie2988 hater, Fink Ployd. Fantastic. You know, that was the time when someone should have got me with one of those names that's kind of racist, because like honest to God, like I was autopilot there reading that. There's Mr. Nick. Nick, if your name had been a little bit earlier, Nick, if your name a wee bit earlier, you would have got me 100%. You would have got me that time. And the Apple, how are you all doing? I've escaped, guys. People have said I've escaped the sex dungeon. I'm free. My butt's a wee bit sore, but apparently he found like a younger model or something like that and decided to like change down. But who knows, guys? So yes, how you all doing? Have you all missed me? I'm sure you all have. I'm sure you have. I've heard the crying all the way over here. My dad got a new mom, a stepmom. I haven't really accepted her yet. I'm really upset about it. But yeah, guys. So do you guys want the backstory on why I'm back? On why I'm back younger than 19. Obviously, that's what I am. I'm going to claim I'm 18 now, though. Just I'm going to keep going younger, see if he's more interested or not. Hey, Doug. So, pretty much the backstory for it is, as anyone knows, I have a separate channel where I do like reactions to like girl world stuff. And really, Goober's back too. Goober's back too. As you just heard, she's very excited to be back. I do Girl World stuff. Girl World has actually been incredibly boring recently. I do it because it's like super easy. It's like reaction content, so I literally just watch something and that's me. And I was sitting there and I think it was Barbary, who's been watching my channel for a very long time, said something like, since the girls are boring, maybe some boogie content. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, you know what, he might be onto something, because Boogie has been really boring recently. I know everyone's been coming out and going, "What is your opinion on the girlfriend wife daughter thing?" Okay, I guess I'll just give my opinion like straight up. That it is obviously creepy. It's obviously incredibly weird. As you can see, he is mass marketing her. She looks like if you took Des, his old wife, and also Lucy Fox, if you mix them together and created like a younger model, that's what you've got. The biggest issue though is also what you see here. Is kid behind the camera. You see the fat filters back in full force. Kid behind the camera's hanging out there. Kid behind the camera. Kid behind the camera and him started collaborating a lot around the time that the new girlfriend thing came in. And the biggest problem with that is that, well, I think this storyline's entirely fake. Like, I think a lot of people think that. I've thought that since, like, day one. The second it was announced, I was like, oh, really? Oh, you just want attention? That's cool. I've heard other people say it, so it's not like my opinion is, like, breaking down walls or anything. I'm not, like, the most, like, oh my god, wow, he's enlightened because he thinks that. It's like, I think a lot of people think that. I was watching the Some Ordinary podcast. I think even Turkey Tom made that point. It's just, like, Boogie just seems to be doing things, like, specifically to try and get people to talk about him, which is like, yeah. Kid behind the camera, around about this time, this is before, like, I think I lost my password to Twitter. I literally only found it again tonight and decided to log on for the first time. So sorry to anyone who sent me messages over the last couple of months, because I just saw them today. Yeah, Kid behind the camera, even around that time, came out and said something along the lines of, like, him and his wife were breaking up. So sorry guys, more information will come out about it. And literally the next day it was like, lol, not really, lol, because that is just what, that's just what he does. Every time Kid Behind the Camera appears in Boogie's life, he goes extra clickbaity, just to try and get a little bit of attention. It seemed to have worked like a tiny bit at the start of him getting a new girlfriend. Like, my girlfriend moved in 100k. Congratulations, Boogie, you broke the 100k mark for the first time, but just barely. And then it kind of just died again. Like, his recent viewing figures have been absolutely horrendous. Like, even with all the oh my god, I have a girlfriend thing, she's like 20. I think it came out that she was like 20. A lot of people wanted me to come out and criticize him because it's like, Boogie has finally come out and proven to everyone he's a pedo. I was like, no, he hasn't. Yeah, it's creepy. It's really weird. Obviously, it's a like massive age difference. She's 20, he's 49 or something like that now. It's creepy. It's weird. More than likely a sugar baby. More than likely just a publicity stunt. But yes, yeah, unlimited. Yeah, 19, and I think she just turned 20. I think Bo Black's confirmed that he'd seen it. So I just think this is okay. This is just for attention, and I'm not really fussed. I'm not really interested in giving him attention on something that he is like screaming. It's like if a man walks in covered in shit, you might go like, "Oh shit, that man's covered in shit," and maybe talk about it. But if a man comes in, shits in his hand, and rubs it over, and goes, "Hey everyone, look at me, I'm covered in shit," you'd be like, "Okay, cool, bro. I'm glad you wiped shit on yourself." I'm sorry, I don't want to talk to you because you're covered in shit. That's kind of where I'm coming from with it. But I sat down and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do something here. I'm gonna maybe make some content. I came back and I was like, what should I do? And there's a few plans floating around my head. I'm not gonna say any because you guys know me. Like, my attention span is like that of like a 2-year-old. If I get something else in my sights, I'll probably just move on. So I don't want to promise anything at all. But I just see Lisa just spamming like this like lube bottle. I'm assuming that is. But I came back and my first intention was, well, you know what? One of my first videos was like the reacting to Boogie going to his mom's crypt, everything like that. And I was like, you know what? I'll do that. That'll be really funny because no one will expect me to suddenly come back with a reaction to the mom's crypt thing again. But then I went to watch it and I was like, oh, it's the same thing. I thought it was new because like for ages Boogie had been saying I am going back. He even claimed he had a cameraman. Remember that Chat GBT rewrites the Where's My Mountain Dew video where it was like better edited and everything like that? Well, the thing is, like, Boogie had originally claimed that guy was going to be like his professional cameraman and editor, and they were going to go across and they were going to film him going back to his hometown without Jesse ruining it. That was like his words. So I thought, okay, this is it. Finally we got it. He's been talking about doing this since like, I don't even know. Like late last year, I think it was, he was talking about it. And then it just never happened. And I thought, okay, this is finally it. And I went and had a look at it. What happened to the documentary? Boogie came out recently and said he believes that it should be out by the 1st of October. And he's repeatedly said, once again, but I think it's going to make me look bad, guys. Oh, no, this is probably going to make me look really bad. And I'm like, literally, who cares? literally, who cares? He's been saying that for like at least 7 months now, maybe 8 months. I just don't care anymore. If the documentary finally appears, because I think this is about the 17th time someone has asked about it, and we've got confirmation that it should be out real soon. The podcast with him and DSP, with him, Wings, and DSP. DSP's not doing it anymore because DSP and Keem had a bit of an altercation even. So apparently now it is him and Wings with Tommy C as like the host, kind of moderator guy. Okay, so the Lawcast, it's already been cancelled. The last I heard about it was Keemstar talking about it a couple of weeks ago, and Keemstar said that it was happening. It wouldn't surprise me if it got nuked. Do you use Kiwi Farms to look at Boogie's thread? I haven't looked at Boogie in a very long time. Like, genuinely, I haven't looked at him in a very long time. I haven't even looked at his Twitter. Like I said, my Twitter died, so I have really not even been on Twitter, so I haven't actually looked at Boogie in a very long time. So no, I basically don't go to Kiwi Farms anymore. I think I logged in like once or twice recently maybe. But that was actually maybe because I went on it because I was considering posting in the VTuber thread because I got back into VTubers again recently. Then I didn't because I was just like, I don't care. So yeah, I haven't really kept up to date with Boogie at all. Tommy C was meant to be like the host middleman guy. He was meant to like be pushing it and like get them to actually like talk about things. I have no idea if that was real. Keemstar said it. You always have to take everything Keem says with a pinch of salt. When people came out to me and were saying, oh, well, Boogie confirmed he's a pedo pretty much because the girl was apparently like 17 when he met her because Brantley, Keemstar's girlfriend, confirmed it. It's like, oh okay, really? Or like, it's Brantley. Can we not? And then nothing really seemed to come about it because then the next thing I know, Bo Blacks came out and said, no, I've actually seen her. I've actually seen her driving license. She is actually 20, so... It's just that drama, even there, seemed artificial. It seemed like it was just there to try and get people to talk about it, especially when someone came out so quickly afterwards and was like, no, don't worry, she's actually off age. And it's like, okay, what was the point of this? The bonding over trauma thing, obviously creepy, obviously weird. In my opinion, it feels like he is saying that to make it sound even worse, because he'd rather make some, like, because, like, how is Boogie going to claim he met like a 19-year-old girl? We already had him claim it once where he met the girl at like a Magic the Gathering shop. Then he forgot about that storyline because later on he said you can't meet girls at Magic the Gathering shops, even though he already had claimed that he had. That was the girl that he apparently bought Leo for, even though he still owns Leo, so obviously not. So he can't do that storyline anymore. So like, how else is he going to say I met a fan? Well, I met someone, because he doesn't want to say like I met a fan, I met a girl at a convention or something like that, because then people argue power dynamics. So he's just like, oh, she approached me herself first to discuss trauma because she has gone through so much that I had gone through. So we sat down and we discussed it, which, in my opinion, is just him trying to figure a way to try and make some kind of connection, and he doesn't particularly care that it makes him look bad because it gets people talking about him, and that is entirely what he cares about right now. So yes, like I said, I was going to watch this. Turned out it is literally the same video, but we're going to watch it anyway because we haven't seen it in a very long time. I thought that'd be good fun. But one of the biggest reasons I wanted to talk about it is purely because I made up that the title of like Mom's Crypt 2 Electric Boogieloo, and I was like, that is funny. That made me laugh. Not to sound like Boogie going, oh, that was such a funny joke that I thought of that, but it made me laugh, and I was like, there's no way I'm not going to post that somewhere. So I thought, fuck it. Because of that, you guys get a live stream, I guess. We're gonna go into it. I kind of want to just like address something really quickly first. I'm not really sure how many of you guys really care about like I don't know, like Twitter or like reaction content or reaction drama or anything like that. I thought it was funny because I guess it kind of hits a bit close to home. There is this girl called Louise Julie. She does reaction content and stuff like that. Recently, Mauler, who is a guy who does like would you say anti-SJW kind of videos? He does a lot of videos on like Marvel and Disney and Star Wars and how like they're terrible and super woke. He does the EFAP podcast, which I admit I really do enjoy. Some of his takes are a bit cringe, but I enjoy the guy a lot. He was someone I watched a lot when I was thinking, you know what, if I ever did like long form movie reviews, I'd like to do them in his style. I actually enjoy him a lot. He used like a clip of her video in like him talking about like Star Wars Can't Grow Up. I haven't even watched this video yet, but I saw this get shared and I was like, holy shit, this is actually fucking cringe. Because she came out and said, obviously didn't watch the video, but this jackass is using reactors content in his video to talk shit about them and Star Wars. Who the fuck even is this kid? Lamau makes me realize now why I had a random spam of hate comments tonight. Please report for using content without permission. Okay, this person is this woman here. She literally her entire content is reacting to stuff, and she got upset that someone reacted to her reaction and it is like wanting people to try and flag down his channel. This is because I remember this girl. I remember this girl from years and years and years ago, back when I liked Star Wars. I remember her doing this kind of stuff. She was like a cosplay girl. She got an OnlyFans. I remember her from ages ago, and seeing her name pop up because she's from Northern Ireland. I think she actually lived not too far from me at one point, because I remember her talking about the general area she lived, and I was like, what the fuck, that's weird. So it's kind of always weird when you see someone else from like Northern Ireland. So I was like, oh, that's pretty interesting. And it's just so weird to see her pop up like all this time later to like complain because she does soy face reactions to like trailers, and she's upset someone did a reaction to her reaction and she got like really upset about that. I'm just like, what the fuck? So if anyone actually does follow me on Twitter, that'll be like, that's like my first post on Twitter in like 5 months or something like that. And ever since like, I think ever since the Boogie fight, because I finally got my password again. And it's like the first thing I saw, and I fucking commented on it. So that's me back on Twitter now, I guess, as well. Absolute fucking cringe. It is so pathetic. There's been a lot of internet drama recently, especially around like reacts and reaction channels and stuff like that. If you hear something weird, by the way, guys, it is me shaking my iced latte and not me doing anything particularly weird, okay, guys? So just just you know, YouTube loves Sniper Wolf too. They're always talking about how great she is. God, yeah, I heard about the Sniper Wolf thing recently, the Jack's films, where he was like reacting to her, reacting to people, and he was just like pretending to be her. Pretty good. You've been home for a while. I've just got home, guys. I got home. I'm stealing all Medicare's lines. I just came back, finally got my cigarettes or something like that. Mauler's Dark Souls 2 series is two tier. I've never actually watched it because I don't really FromSoft games. I don't really do much. Is that what you're calling it now? Yes, Greg of the Lake. That is. See that pop? That's me actually opening it. So that's proof that I'm not doing anything illicit and weird. Did I see Boogie's new girlfriend? I did. She's right on screen there. She's right on screen there. That's what I was shaking my iced latte for. I never want to come across as like too petty or anything like that. When you know, because I know people who watch like my Girl World series are probably like, you're a very petty person, you go out to people's appearances all the time. But that's honestly, once you like try and act like you're hot shit, that's when I think it's okay to go after your appearance. I always just find it weird that Boogie is like very deliberately like, just trying to like flaunt this girl off. It is just kind of like weird because like I don't know, she has this like weird thing where she always like wears the glasses down and does the looking up thing, which is obviously to try and make her look younger. She has like the oversized glasses on. She's always like looking up at the camera, you know, with like puppy dog eyes. It's kind of weird. Whoa, jeez, what the fuck?
Jesus is the bread.
Oh, thanks, Blake Day.
Jesus is the bread.
He is the bread. That was so loud. Holy shit, I hope that didn't deafen anyone. Oh, I forgot about that. Mr. Liesman was attention Boogie has had in a while. All bad, of course. H3 even got into it about his child, but I haven't seen the H3 reaction to it. Did I get milk? No, I didn't. I didn't get milk. I got iced latte instead. Caramel flavor, Starbucks, Frappuccino, guys. Just in case you're interested. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It is one of those ones where like I know people really wanted me to talk about it. I do, and cool, 100%, guys. I really understood it, but the biggest issue is purely that I know Boogie wants people to talk about it, and when I know someone is desperate for me to talk about them, like obviously he's not doing it specifically for me, but obviously like when someone's like screaming, "Please look at me, please talk about me," that's when I just don't want to do it anymore, and I just don't want to talk about the person, because he look how like pathetic and cringe this. He even is doing like Tesla. He's dragging up Tesla after what 3 years. 4 years. He's the one who complains. It's like, oh, my trolls keep bringing up that Tesla thing. There's like 4 years later, he's bringing up Tesla, and he's only getting 18,000 views on it because no one gives a shit anymore. Rikita Law is a lol kind of. I've heard bits and pieces about him, but I haven't actually watched him in a very long time, so I'm not actually sure. Last thing I heard about him was he had like a whiskey bottle like held between his butt cheeks or something like that. Apart from that, I haven't watched his content in a very long time. He doesn't really cover things I'm particularly interested in because law stuff is just like I don't care. You know, it's not really my area of expertise. I just don't care about it at all. So I think we're just going to get straight into this, guys. I say straight into this. We're like 15 minutes into this video. So I wonder what the like to dislike ratio is. Not great at all. Okay, so I guess we'll go. Like I said, I was planning to do a react to this, and I went and I looked at it, and I was like, that's shorter than I remember. I remember it being longer than that. And then I opened it up, and it was in October of 2009. My mother died after years of health issues. And I'm going to read this out to you in dramatic style, and then we'll talk about it. In 2019, I visited her crypt for the first time since her funeral. This was like remember, this is right before his ending his life era. This video was originally uploaded to the defunct video site Storyfire. Firstly, that's not correct. Storyfire still exists. Like, I actually heard people talking about it recently. I thought it was pretty funny that people are actually still talking about it recently because apparently they finally got their, like, NFT, cryptocurrency thing, whatever it was, like, sorted. So apparently it still exists, but it's still, like, shady and weird and no one really knows anything about it. So this is weird. He's kind of, like, it's why I said he's, like, trying to, like, rewrite history here. Because now he's trying to make it sound like, well, I had to upload it here because, you know, it was uploaded on a defunct site, guys. Like, you can't access the site. Like, I think he's, like, got everything off the site. Like, he's, you know, pretty much removed himself entirely from it. But, like, this isn't real. Like, the site is not defunct. People still have videos up on them. Okay, this is absolute deafening sounds. The reaction and words are genuine. There is no acting. Please be kind. Okay, obviously, cringe. Just a cringe. Imagine having to tell someone, by the way, I'm actually being genuine here. I'm not acting. Like, firstly, that is just cringe that you would ever feel like you would need to do that. And secondly, like, bro, like, it is. It just is. You'll see why in a second. It's shorter than it should be, especially with him adding this, like, 15-second sprawl at the start. Hello, Salino as well, and Sepia.
Okay. All right, Wanda Faye.
Oh, that's a wee bit loud, isn't it, bro?
Yeah.
For anyone who remembers the video, you may have noticed something a bit unusual, that the video is now starting with him saying, all right, Wanda Faye, and it's him walking into the place. Because you probably have forgotten that there was, like, a full minute before this of him, like, you know, like, acting and trying to, like, really build it up, and he was talking about how he's like, I don't even know why we're here. The front door is never unlocked. They always leave the door locked, so I don't even know why we're here in the middle of the night. We won't even be able to get access to it. And then he tries the door and he's like, it's unlocked. And like Jesse, whoa, bro, that's crazy, bro. Has that ever happened before? And Boogie said, nah, brah, that's never happened, brah. Because this is about when he was like trying to be like a personality in Storyfire. So everything was like, brah, that's lit for shizzle manizzles, that kind of shit. So like, this all really cringe, so I'm glad that he cut it, because it was like probably the most cringe, like embarrassing part of the entire video, where it was like so clearly scripted, but it's part of him just rewriting history, is him just changing it. Visiting my mother's crypt, my origin story, part 4. Was this part 4? Because I actually thought this was part 3. Because part 1 was him driving around the town. Part 2 was him going to his old house. And part 3 was this. I thought this was part 3. So maybe I'm entirely wrong, because like I said, I haven't been. Why is J Station on the thumbnail? Because we're speaking to his mom at 3 a.m. challenge. That's why. My original, it's because my original video was called like speaking to Boogie's mom at 3 a.m. challenge gone wrong or something like that. So I wanted to give the J Station nod it anyway.
Here.
We're doing pretty good tonight, fish our friends. This is fucking ungodly loud. Oh god, I wonder if we're gonna have the thump 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 of the fan in the background. Is this the one where Boba Fett or the Search for Spock? This is the Return of the King, but part 2 of Return of the King.
And the fan's on?
Oh my god, the fan's on?
This is terrifying.
It's not so bad, man.
I was convinced. I haven't watched it again from this point onwards. I know the bits that were cut out because I checked the start and the end, and he pretty much cut out what I thought was going to be every part of Jesse speaking, because he cut out the start, he cut out the end. So I thought he had just cut everything of Jesse speaking, because I forgot Jesse even talks during this bit. Because, like all of you, there are like 2 moments in this video that I actually remember. And like, they're great. If anyone hasn't seen this before or doesn't remember it, you're in for a fucking treat.
These are the... So we've got right behind these bricks.
Yep.
You're going to find bodies inside coffins. Right?
Thanks for explaining, Muslim. Oh, you still got the fucking static noise. Oh, this video was so hard to watch the first time because he has the fan dun, 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 just constantly in the background, and every once in a while there's feedback on the microphone of the camera, and I was really hoping it was just like a poor rip someone had put up online, but apparently no, it's part of the original too. Dun, 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 dun. See, this would be part I would cut out. What's the matter, Goober? Would you have cut it out too? She knows she'd cut it out. This is a part I probably would have cut out as well. Goober would have definitely cut it. She's smart, she knows. Because you're kind of just like filming just like random people's like tombs here, I guess. So I probably would have just cut this out and just gone to the bit where he's talking about his tomb. Boogie's escort is a man. Are you talking about his new one, or are you talking about Jesse's escort? Is there a gone sexual tag on a New Zealand visit? Oh, I don't know. It'd be fantastic if there was. Might as well be with his parents.
Someone's put flowers on that.
Oh my god.
Someone's put flowers on there.
That's crazy. Oh! I know, Goober. That's crazy. You're very talkative. Is it because I'm talking? It's because I'm live streaming. She's upset at me. She's like, you said you'd never go back to Boogie, Daddy. But I did. I'm so sorry. By cutting out the end of it as well, it means he's also cut out the bit where he phones his brother and gives off to his brother for not having bought, like, a plaque or something like that in it.
Wait, where is she?
Right here. Carl Privet.
Oh, that's her.
And Alta Privet. And yeah, her name's not on it.
Oh my god. This bit, yeah. She husky, yeah.
What do you mean her name's
She's a
not
light
on
husky.
Her name's not on it.
How does that work?
Well, these are built...
Or is he still going to do it? Is it at this point? He didn't cut out the phone call with his brother? Yeah, because I suddenly saw him holding the phone. I was like, oh my god, is this him going to be doing it now? I thought he did it the second he left. But I guess not. Oh god. Oh, why would you leave this part in?
For 2, right? So when you pay for the crypt, you get 2.
Oh, a name above and a name below.
But they made an exception for Mom, and they put her in here with my memo and my daddy Carl.
So she's third?
So she's the 3rd.
Oh, Jesse coming in there with the hard-hitting commentary. Don't know what I understand now why Boogie cut out everything about Jesse in this. When it's like, there were 2 people already, and then she went in, and it's like, whoa, bro, does that mean she's the 3rd person? It's like, yes, thanks, that's math. That's standard math skills. Like, I know I'm shit at maths. That's a recurring joke, but holy actual shit. He looks slimmer in this video? Yeah, it's not hard.
3 people in there.
Oh yeah, okay, we rewriting history.
3 people in there now. She's cremated.
Yep.
So she's just a little urn of ashes.
You're positive.
Positive, 100%. I put her...
Are you positive she got cremated? No, Jesse. They just folded her up and stuck her in there. Jesse is genuinely stupid. Like, I do understand Boogie's point about Jesse just being terrible in these videos. He seems to forget that he's also terrible in these videos, but holy shit.
in there, Jesse. I literally stood right here in a little lift And they cracked that wide open.
Could you not have lines at least as a little step ladder or something like that as opposed to a lift? I just think a cherry picker just came in specifically just to get Boogie's short ass up there to put the fucking urn in.
And then I just set it down in there. I could reach out and touch Daddy Carl's coffin if I wanted to.
Wow.
Yeah. But Daddy Carl's corpse and Mimaw's corpse and Mom's ashes all right there.
That's insane.
That is insane. How is that insane? How the fuck does Jesse not understand what like a mausoleum is? The video seems a lot more disrespectful than anything. Using your own mom's death reviews. Yeah, do you know what's even more disrespectful than just this video existing? Is the fact that 4 years later, he has re-uploaded it. 4 years later, he uploaded it again to be like, oh guys, you know, this is on that defunct site. I'm going to edit it down, take out some of the bits that make me look really cringe and make this look like it's very obviously scripted. And then I'm just going to re-upload it again because, I don't know, my view count's kind of dropped a wee bit here because no one gives a fuck about my 20-year-old girlfriend. First rule, nope, shout out to Irish coming back. I won't be able to watch the rest of this live, but I will. Will you post this to your channel that you're done? Good to hear your voice again, Mark. Thank you very much for the super chat, my dude. And yes, this is going to stay up on my channel as long as I don't say anything really bad that might get my channel in trouble. I guess that's always the worry, but no, I do intend to leave something on my channel. I'm sitting here waiting for like whatever sound effect to go off because I don't actually know what it is for like 10. I really don't know. I wasn't sure if I said it differently, if it's going to be Jesus of the Bread or Cyto Chesto. It's going to be one of the two of them. Bro, you bury your dead? That's crazy, dude. Yeah, Jesse did come across really badly in this, but so did Boogie. That's the thing. Boogie's entire trip back to his hometown was just full of cringe with him trying to go like, "Whoa, bro," because I still remember before he went to his house, they went to like Walmart or something like that to try and find like masks and gloves to wear, and like, oh,
Jesus is the bread.
Jesus is the bread.
Jesus is the bread.
That is so loud.
Jesus is...
I turned that down quickly because I looked over and it's like, actually that is quite loud. Jesus is the bread, boys. Yeah, it's an experience watching it. You should all definitely go and watch my old video where I do think my old video is 100% demonetized because I think I said like colorful languages because I've kind of like over time slowly learned like what words YouTube doesn't like. And the "see you next Tuesday" word, that one, they really do not like that one.
Now, we got something we gotta do.
Oh, so I can't believe he actually kept this in.
What are you doing?
Why would you
I'm calling somebody.
What?
Calling somebody.
It's
okay.
Even this bit is like so obviously like fake and like played up. It is so weird that he would include this because it does just make him look. He probably thinks in his head, because obviously his fucking head is twisted. He probably thinks this makes me look like such a good guy. I'm trying to get something done right for my mom, even despite all the bad things. He probably thinks it makes him look like that. But try to remember, this is like fucking like 3 a.m. and he's calling his brother to say like, hey brother, this is back when Boogie had like hundreds of thousands of dollars apparently, and he's upset his brother didn't pay to get like a plaque installed here. And I was like, well, you're meant to do it. I was like, well, if you cared that much, why don't you fucking do it?
Okay. Bear with me, alright?
Yeah, doesn't seem like you've been in a good headspace since we left the house, bro.
I know, this is an important call, bud.
It's not. It's just really not. The house is so good. I you know, it'd be great if he just like re-uploaded all of them, because recently, actually I'll probably just quickly show that here. I don't even have it open. One wee sec, guys. Sorry. There has been a change recently in everything. I do mean everything. The important everything. Except, why not? This. Boogie has recently, for whatever reason, and I'm not sure because I only saw this recently because, like I said, I haven't been following Boogie, but I went in recently and saw that Boogie has, like, absolutely nuked, because I wanted to see how his just general channel's been doing recently. He has absolutely nuked 35 million views worth of content back on the 21st of August. Obviously, I haven't been following him, so I'm not actually sure what was lost. Haven't had a look because I don't care nearly as much as I used to, so I haven't gone back in to try and see what has been removed from his like list of videos. But it looks like he's doing a lot of rewriting history recently if he is deleting 35 million views worth of stuff from his channel, which does make it funny when he talks about something recently, and I will talk about that. But his view count has not been great in general. If these are his weekly views, we're talking about he is probably struggling to hit a million views per month now, which is really bad, especially when Boogie said he needed at least 2 million to live on, which is ridiculous. 2 million views per month would certainly be more than enough for him to live on when you're encountering, including his memberships, his Twitch revenue, everything like that.
Give me 1 sec.
And yes, Sidanky has been super boring recently, but we're going to relive a classic, because Boogie decided to bring it back to us. Oh, this is a great video. Why would you include all of this with the dramatic camera angles and stuff like that? Like, this is the kind of stuff, like, Boogie, you're already deleting a lot. Like, I know you probably didn't want to delete under 16 minutes because then you couldn't have added, like, 17 mid-roll ads to it or something like that. But this is the kind of stuff, especially the waiting for the phone to stop ringing, this is the bit you should cut out. Like, you shouldn't have this at all in it because it does just look bad. But, like, why have this? Why would Jesse doing the sweeping camera angles and stuff like that, trying to make this, like 24, like, Jack Bauer's phoning a terrorist or something like that?
He's not even going to answer.
Of course not, it's 3 a.m.
It's my brother.
It's 3 a.m. That's why Jay Station's over there in the corner, 3 a.m. We're speaking to your mom.
You and your brother.
Oh, I probably should draw this out, because I remember specifically Boogie complained about me doing this before, where he was just like, I only know that guy because he gets drunk and laughs at my mom being dead. He said something like that about me. Well, I'm not drunk this time, I'm just a dick.
Close?
Kinda. I mean, not really. We talk once, twice a year.
Hello, you've reached Brian Williams. Leave your name and number and the time you called, and I'll get back to you shortly.
I just, like, imagine airing, like, your family dirty laundry. Like, I know that is literally Boogie's entire career, but it's like, are you and your brother close? Not really. You know, we talk once or twice a year. It's like, if you're his brother and you saw that, wouldn't you be, like, fucking enraged? Like, his brother obviously isn't going to be watching his content, but wouldn't you be, like, livid at him sitting there going, like, we're not even really that close anymore. It's just sitting there like, bro, I'm right here. I'm right here. His brother that he went to visit and he refused to take a photo with him to post on Twitter, or was that the sister? I think it was the sister who refused to take the photograph with him. The brother and him seemed fairly fine. That's why I always find it weird, because his brother will like spoke to him on live stream. Like, his brother would like phone him and they speak on live stream and stuff like that before, where they were talking about how they think they're like two of the most abused children who have ever existed, which is just like an incredible fucking take, that they think they're two of the most abused people who have ever fucking existed. But no, they're kind of similar-ish.
Thank you.
Come on,
Hey,
babe.
Bubba. I'm sure you're sleeping.
Hey, Bubba.
I want to call and ask a favor of you.
Remember, this is genuine. This is not acted in any way. These long dramatic pauses. This is purely emotion here, right here. He's already fighting back tears, as you can clearly see. I'm so glad at the start he put that up to say, by the way, this is not acted, guys.
You remember?
And it has been a while, hasn't it?
I'm in Big Stone Gap, Powell Valley Memorial Grounds, and I'm here at Mom's grave.
It's just a normal, natural conversation. It's definitely not acted or scripted in any way, you know. usually when I like phone like someone and go like, "Hi there, I am at exactly this location. I am exactly at this location doing this current task." It's like, okay, bro, thanks.
You told me you would you'd pay the $300 to get Mom's name put on the thing.
You told me you'd pay that $300 and you fucking didn't.
It's been about 10 years. Time to get it done, okay?
Time to get it done, okay? Like, he has any authority to tell anyone what to do. It's like, bro, remember, this is Boogie before the monumental fall. This is before Frank Castle or anything like this. And you're just sitting there going like, what the fuck? How much you think he weighed here? I have no idea. Like, I have no idea. I would say easy high 300s. Like, and this is like, he looks thinner than he does right now. I would say easy high 300s.
I love you, but it's an embarrassment that her name ain't on here.
Is it?
She deserved a lot of things, but she didn't deserve an unmarked grave, Bubba. Okay?
Well, it's marked now. It's memorialized on the legendary YouTuber Boogie2988's YouTube channel. It's no longer unmarked. It's been publicized to everyone here. Is he
I
high in
love
this
to get
video?
it done.
Probably not.
Wow.
He's high on Shakespeare. He's got his Othello tone coming out. Get a Sharpie. That'd be fantastic.
Who put flowers on there?
Memes till I die. Yes, he is. He is richer than his brother. Especially back then. This is before his monumental fall. This is when he claimed he had like hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like, this is Boogie at like his peak. You know? So the fact that he's calling his brother to like give off that he hasn't paid $300 to put like a name marker on this is just kind of cringe. Especially when you're like, well, Boogie, like, why don't you? Especially when he's like, it's been 10 years, it's time to get it done. It's like, have you not visited in 10 years to like know this? Because in the preamble before it, he made it sound like it's been years and years and years and years. I think he claimed that he hasn't been back since he's been put in. And it's just like, I don't really think you have any right to show up and tell people how the grave should be managed. Especially when you're confused, like, who put flowers there, guys? Like, you're confused the people who put flowers there because you like have so little connection to this. It's weird for you then to just show up and tell people what they should do with the grave, you know?
I mean, they're clearly...
They look pretty fresh, man.
Yeah, they might be plastic. Some of these are. These are poinsettias, so I think they'll...
Yeah, I mean,
Please don't. I thought they were about to focus in on those people's fucking like pictures. Like, please don't do that.
dude, there's definitely ones that don't have flowers on them, so it's not like they put them on all of them either.
Exactly.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Jesse.
Mom would come here every month at the beginning of every month, and she would pull the old flowers down and throw them away.
What?
And she would put up brand new flowers for my mom and Daddy Carl because she loved
Because she loved them so much. Surely, like, you should change the flowers more than once every month, dude. Especially if they're actual flowers and not like fake flowers. You would think there'd be like more than a once a month kind of dealio. Like, you know, that just seems like normal in my head. It's probably like it's like a mausoleum. It's probably run by some company. They probably have like, you can set up like a direct debit or something like that, where every like week they'll go in and put flowers up for you or something like that if you pay a premium.
them so much. And this is the only place in the world she wanted to be, was right there. And by God, now she is.
I always find it weird that they just left the car running the entire time they were in there. Didn't he make a claim? Like I said, I'm kind of out of Boogie, so I don't remember everything as well as I used to. I'm really so sorry, guys. But didn't he like make a claim previously that like she hated her dad or something like that? Or is the dad buried something different? It's buried with her grandparents. I can't remember.
Is it normally unlocked, dude?
No. You're supposed family.
Oh my God! You should have cut this bit out, Boogie. You're calling back to the storyline about the door being magically unlocked because the universe wanted you to see your mother.
Members supposed to have a key. They lock it up every night because you could imagine. You saw what happened in my house. People vandalize, right? People
Okay.
come in here and destroy these tombstones. They could crack through that marble and get into one.
What are they?
Why the fuck would people break into a mausoleum and crack? I know people are mental, but why? Why would you build the storyline saying they have to lock that door? Because people might come in here and smash through solid marble to get at the coffins. You know, that small glass door, that's going to stop them. And yes, him also pointing out, just like my house that got vandalized, you know, except the pictures that were lying there absolutely pristine, still white, even though it was like raining and like everything else was like fucking moldy. Like the pictures are lying there absolutely pristine. The house that, as Meme said, he let fall into ruin because apparently it is his house entirely now, so I don't get why he just kind of abandoned it there.
The odds then this is unlocked.
1 in a million, brother.
1 in a million, brother.
1
Why
in a
would
million.
why would you cut it out from earlier but leave it here? Oh, that chair was screaming in pain. Holy shit, I speak chair. That chair was like, oh my fuck. One at a time, please. I love Jesse keeps filming the
Does this
door.
freak you out at all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last time I sat in this chair
Oh my god, it's coming. It's
in
coming.
this room.
If you guys who have never watched this before, you aren't prepared. You don't know. No one's spoilers for them. No one's spoilers for the people who have never seen this before because they are not ready.
Was the day we buried her on October 8th, 9th, 2009.
Was that 80 yard in later? Why did it kind of
years
way?
ago today.
You think she's here right now?
Did he say 10 years ago today? It wasn't 10 years ago today. This is filmed like in July. This is filmed before he went to VidCon because he was like meant to be filming his life story before he ended himself. So I don't know why I said 10 years ago today when he said it was the 8th or 9th of October.
Maybe that's why the fan's on.
If she was here right now with us, like watching, you think she would do anything?
Maybe that's why the fan's on. The universe just wanted me to come in here. That's why the door was also magically unlocked, guys. I would never be able to tell you. 10 minutes. I can't imagine this is 10 minutes.
I think she can see.
Oh, here
I
we
think
go.
she knows on some level.
Oh. Goober knows on some level.
Hey, Mom.
Oh, God.
Listen up.
Listen up. Do you know what? Boogie's mom, you're not ready. Sit your fucking ass down. You are not ready. What's coming at you here?
I tried to go to the house, but you weren't there.
What?
And I don't know if you're here. But I want to tell you something.
This is beautiful. Oh my fucking god. Just the constant fucking feedback. Oh, it's so fucking annoying. It is so... I honestly think this is why he wants to refilm it. It's not because he's upset at Jesse for ruining it, because obviously Boogie's... Like, acting is hard out here. He's not doing a good job, but he's acting. He's trying his damnedest for us. But I think he's upset that it's not, like, filmed well, because he wants, like, his legacy to be documented on how perfect and amazing he is. He wants it, like, in, like, 4K with no technical issues whatsoever, and he's probably just upset about the fucking noise.
I'm okay.
He is okay, guys.
I know the last time we talked, I was on disability. I was damn near 600 pounds. I was stuck in that miserable apartment.
This is why I wanted a redone version. Imagine, 4 years later, he comes and has the same conversation, and he's like, Mom, you know, I'm begging people online to give me money because I'm so broke. I'm clickbaiting that I'm 600 pounds again because I'm just so broke, but I can still afford a 20-year-old girlfriend. Would you like to meet her?
No hope of making money. Do you remember that YouTube video I filmed of you? Thousands of people seen it, tens of thousands.
I wonder if that
I know
one's
you're
still
embarrassed, but they love you because you gave birth to me.
Oh my god, I didn't even think it was that early. Oh, I did not actually realize it was that early into this fucking video. Oh my god. Yep, there you go, guys. This isn't even the best part. It's not even the best part of the video where he comes in hard with, Mom, people love you because you give birth to me. Imagine actually ever saying that to anyone. Literally anyone. Boogie's mom is still up, 477,000 views on that video, so it still exists. Remember, this is Boogie saying these are my genuine, real emotions. Like, I don't get why you put that, like, title card up at the start. Be like, be kind to me, this is my general actual emotion. And he still include that part where he's saying, people love you because you give birth to someone awesome like me.
And I know this won't make too much sense to you, but 4.5 million people have watched my videos.
Well, more than that. It's 4.5 billion. This is back when 4.5 million people were subscribed to him. Right now we're like 4.03 or something like that. We're so close. I'm getting ready to call him a 3 million subscriber YouTuber soon because that'll upset him immensely. Maybe I should do like with the Jimquisition and have the under 900,000 subscriber special. Maybe I should have like an under 4 million subscriber special for Boogie because he certainly won't do it.
100. 1 billion views almost.
It's not even close to a billion anymore. Imagine we're 4 years later and he's actually further away from his billion now because he has deleted so many of his old videos. Like a lot of the old videos that he deleted from the last batch, not even this most recent batch, were ones talking about sugar babies, ones talking about him and Logan Paul sharing a woman, the begging video obviously. He deleted a lot of his early rambles because a lot of his early rambles were people were pulling out information from that made him look bad. So I'm assuming it's probably a lot more of the same that he's deleted this time. Like it's so weird to see Boogie because he is such a juxtaposition of a person because he is someone who like is clickbaiting for attention. He will do anything for any form of attention. He does not care how bad it makes him look anymore because he just wants attention. But at the same time, he is someone who genuinely talks about like his legacy on YouTube, how much he's loved, everything like that. So much so that he is willing to go back in time, rewrite this by editing out parts of this video. He reshot like his Did You Drink My Mountain Dew video. He re-edited Did You Drink My Mountain Dew video. He's deleted, you know, countless videos this time. He's deleted well over 100 million views over the past, like, I don't know, 6 months. I think it's close to 100 million views he's deleted at this point, just to try and fix his legacy, to try and take out stuff that people can go after him for. So it's like, what are you? Which one of the two are you? That you're like, that you think you have an incredible legacy that is worth like protecting and editing and fixing, or you're doing this like, I'm still playing Andy Kaufman, guys. I'm dating a 20-year-old and like showing her off in all my videos because lol, guys, as long as you're talking about me at all, that's all that matters. It just doesn't fucking, I just don't know. Yes, the teeth are bizarre. The teeth are bizarre because this is only like 4 months after his teeth got fixed, so his mouth still hasn't like changed to like accommodate them, and they're still like pristine white at this point, so his teeth do look extra weird in this video.
Mom, 1 billion video watches.
1 billion.
Can you imagine?
Mom, can you imagine a billion? A billion. It's so mental. It's so weird. Why would you say this is my genuine feelings? And it'd be like, Mom, billion. I got 1 billion views on YouTube. Like, he's like so excited to say that. It's like he can't even hold himself back. He's like, Mom. That's so weird. Oh my god. I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine ever like praising myself or boasting over something so fucking incredibly like cringe, just like uninteresting. It's like, I have 1 billion views on YouTube. It's like, okay. Thumbs up, bro.
And just 2 days.
Bend over, how dare you say something like that, where you said, I can't help but point out the fact that his new girlfriend has the hairline of a balding 45-year-old guy. How dare you say that? That's what I was saying earlier on when I said I generally try and not go for appearances, but like when like Boogie is like showing her off, like constantly like, look at this, look at me, fucking stud 49 years old dating a 20-year-old, and it's just like, she looks weird. I don't know how else to say it. She just kind of looks weird. That is basically the long and short of it. She has a bit of an odd duck appearance to her. Like I said, maybe it is because every shot is her with those giant oversized glasses with her head tilted down, looking up like she just got scolded by daddy. Maybe it's because of all that, but I don't know. She looks odd to me. He's dating a 20-year-old girl. He is dating a 20-year-old. This pimp, this absolute pussy slayer, dating a 20-year-old girl.
Days ago, I was in Pennsylvania.
Steaming built diff. She looked fresh off the short bus. I read that as school bus originally, and I was also going to agree with you, but yeah, both, I guess.
At a convention that I was headlining, and
I still remember laughing at the hand before. I'm sitting here, like fucking just sitting here going like, Mom, I got 4.5 million subscribers. I got 1 billion views on YouTube. I go to these fucking conventions and people paying for my autograph. It's just like, oh my god. It's like you got the feeling of fucking like bugs crawling on you. It's just so incredibly uncomfortable. It's like, imagine this is what you hold up in your life as like, look at me, I've accomplished something. It's like I have a YouTube channel where people laugh at me because I'm fat. That's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. I made a YouTube career of playing a fat guy because I'm a fat guy. That is your legacy, and it's enough for you to go and boast to your mom, who you routinely paint as being like the worst person who's ever existed. But this is like the connection you have is to like boast about your YouTube numbers.
people stood in line to shake my hand.
To shake my hand! Real genuine emotions. None of this has been acted whatsoever, guys. I don't even know. Melancholy haters gonna say it's like nothing. Haters are fucking crazy. Oh, they're crazy. People would look at this and think that he's acting. People would think that this isn't the genuine reaction he'd have to his mother who died 10 years ago. Oh god, I've heard there's a part in this video, isn't it, where he finally gets a tear out after all this effort. He finally gets a tear out, and he like scoops it up and looks at it. I remember that part of the video.
Hey Mom, people said I've saved their lives.
I'm gonna make a point, because that is something he clings to. That he's like, Goober clings to it as well. They're like, oh, I'm such a cool person. I'm so great. People have said I've saved their lives. I'm gonna say, as like me, fucking like tiny channel McGee, who like barely even makes videos anymore. I've had people coming out and say like thanking me for saving them in dark moments of their worst days. Even I've had that. It's just, that is, to put it bluntly, something you just get online. Is there, because a lot of it's anonymous, people will often overshare with you, and a lot of people will contact you to tell you, you know, thank you, you've really helped me out, you pulled me out of a dark moment. Even I've had messages like that. It's just so weird that Boogie like buys into it. Goober saved you that tap dance, Doopy. I'm so glad. Goober, are you happy too? Oh, she sneezed. She's not happy. I'm so sorry. Doopy, she's not happy with that at all. Why are you so shardy? Is it because I'm live streaming? It's purely that. She just must think I'm fucking mental sitting here talking to myself.
People said I've helped them lose weight.
I've been a bad example for them. People said I have helped them lose weight by my reactions.
And people said I've helped them through tough situations like the ones we was in.
That's the one thing that really happened when he did this, his return to the hometown, is he really like started bringing out his accent again and kind of just made it sound like, oh yeah, oh, just when I'm back here, the accent, it just slips out of me. It's like, but the incidents that we was in. It's just like, where the fuck does this come from? It's like anytime he starts talking about like his hometown or his youth, he will just put on like a southern accent, and it just happens every fucking time, and it is genuinely bizarre. Like, I don't know, it could just be like a mental thing. I'm not even saying he's doing it like super deliberately. It is just so weird that he just seems to do it every time. Goober ain't buying it. She knows. She's smart. I really want to see that camera drop a wee bit lower, because his hand is like hovering in his crotch. He is probably like fucking tugging as hard as he can on his fucking testicles to try and get himself to cry.
And
no, he gave his fingers a sniff there as well. He definitely was.
at all the things you gave me.
Oh, do I want to make a dark joke there? Do I want to make a dark joke there? Nah, I'm not gonna give him the dark joke there.
The one I use to this day
It's my comedy.
is I remember to help people.
Oh God.
Just like you did, okay?
Just, it's so weird when you know all of the accusations that he keeps randomly bringing up against his mother, especially since this point. It is so weird to hear him talking like this. I thought he was going to say, because I don't remember this video 100%, I thought he was going to say, like, you gave me a sense of humor. I thought he was going to give that, which I wouldn't cringe. This, which is like, I'm trying to copy my mom by being such a good person and helping people. It's like, bro, where the fuck does that even line up with anything else you've ever said? He's trying.
God knows I ain't perfect, and neither was you. And
neither was you. It's like I said, the accent is just weird that it just kind of comes out like that.
And but I promise you,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do more good than bad. I promise you. Okay? And
Imagine, but it's why it's so interesting come back and revisiting this 4 years later. We're coming back and visiting this 4 years later, and at this point we have him, you know, having shot a gun in the air. We have him like trying to bait people, claiming people are like crazy alt-right, like extremists, everything. His life has totally changed to be the fact that he just needs to sit there and just clickbait people. Like, he has to basically clickbait that he is like dating a 19-year-old girl. That is the kind of clickbait he is now doing. But here you have him saying, I'm going to help people. All I do is want to help people. I just want to be good and kind and nice, and I'm going to go out and do better things. And everything fell apart from basically this point onwards in his life. Bend over. It's such a great
promise
video.
you, I'm gonna make the world better, just like you did. Okay?
Yep.
I got married.
Duh.
I wanted you to meet her. It didn't work out.
He sounds psychotic when he says that. He doesn't sound like emotional. He sounds psychotic when he says that. Imagine filming yourself fake crying in front of your dead mom for clicks. Imagine, couldn't be me, guys. He sounds so psychotic. It didn't work out. And it's like, okay, bro, calm the fuck down. It doesn't mean you have to recreate it with like a 20-year-old fucking like 2 years, 4 years later, whatever the fuck it was. Oh my god. This is like, remember, this is like a full year and a half, like in timeline after him and Des split up. It's a year and a half later, and he is still talking about like her as the one that got away. This is, you know, lost her. You know, it didn't work out together with it. And it's like, bro, this is a guy who, in his own words, claimed after the breakup, which was the best thing that ever happened to him. In his own words, he was able to go out and live his high school fantasy, which is also his own words, of flying around and fucking lots of young, attractive women. His own words once again. Like, and now here we are with him crying. It's like, oh, my marriage didn't work out. I really wanted my dead mom to meet my wife.
But you know, she had enough sense to leave.
Queen Claire, do you know what? That is something that I remember back, like, when I first saw this start. And I can't remember, I think someone, like, DM'd me or something like that to talk about it. And I made the point that it's, like, nearly 2 on the nose. Because, like, his new girl is called, like, Desiree, spelt differently than Des, the ex-wife. But it's called, like, Desiree Wolf. And I was like, is this so on the nose? That she is called Desiree instead of Des, Wolf instead of Fox. And like I joked earlier on, she looks like if you took his ex-wife and Lucy Fox and mixed the two of them together. Like, that is so weird. Like, that's her Instagram handle. It's like Desiree Wolf instead of, you know, Des, whatever his ex-wife was called, mixed with Lucy Fox. I was like, it can't be that. That is 2 on the nose. It's like he's leaving Easter eggs for people to find. Hey, Fry Guy Mate, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while. Give me Boogie hitting his dog. Oh, do I still even have that? God, do I even have that? Is this gonna work?
And the third guy says,
there you go. There you
guys,
go. Oh
I think
my
I
god. I couldn't remember I still had that. It's been so long since I used it myself. There you go, Frag Guy. I hope you enjoyed that. Oh, cool. I forgot that entirely. Irishman, do you remember Boogie claimed that what he thought was his mom kicking and punching him in the balls, but he learned at 46 it was molested, and since then he not claimed it was. I remember him talking about that. I remember, like, because someone did a really good video on it, which is like Boogie's inconsistent, like, abuse claims or something like that.
Jesus is the bread.
Jesus is the bread.
Jesus is the bread.
I need to shorten this.
Jesus.
I need to shorten that entirely. Alright, someone did a good compilation, which is called, like, Boogie's inconsistent claims about his abuse, and it kind of cuts back and forth with him changing the story between who did it, when they did it, how they did it, everything like that. Yeah, I don't think he had ever originally claimed the grape word. I don't think he'd ever originally claimed that against his mother, but it was later on it kind of twisted into that. Around about the same time, he was talking about, like, his dad having done it to him, but then his dad didn't do it to him. His dad actually had done it to his sister, and it all kind of mixed up there. Because Boogie for, like, a long time was, like, able to kind of get by it because people just felt sorry for him. But it's when he started claiming, like, everyone was, like, you know, graping him, is then when everything kind of fell apart because he just intermingled all the stories back and forth, started taking, like, his sister's story, took, like, his brother's story, you know, everything like that. Because at one point he claimed that it was never like sexual, and instead he had just been, like, stabbed by his mom or something like that she had stabbed him under the kitchen table. But then it later changed that to, like, his sister had actually been the one who'd been, like, stabbed under the kitchen table. But then you see them going, like, well, that's weird because you claimed that your sister had been raped, and but then you changed it to yourself. But then you've also changed the story about your sister getting stabbed, quote unquote, to yourself getting stabbed. So is that actually the grape story? It was really, really fucking weird. What the fuck was that? Oh, Brian Dansferry, thank you for subscribing. I keep forgetting I have a subscriber thing on. I don't even know what's for, if that's for YouTube or Twitch or whatever the fuck.
I wish you'd left, Dad. I wish you'd made a better life for yourself.
It's so weird that so much of it is pushed towards the dad. It's just like, because, like, dad is obviously the character we potentially know, like, the least about, but it is so weird when he just, like, pushes it towards the dad. It's like his mother would have been any better having left, even though, like, the mom seems, like, so crazy. Remember when Salvo Pancakes called you the Darnish of Irish potatoes? I do. I'm glad. It was really funny. I still think I have that in my McJugger Nuggets video. Oh, that was good fun. What is Salvo Pancakes up to recently? I've heard he still exists and heard he still does occasionally do random things, but I haven't heard from him in a while since I was doing like my video on flamenco that kind of just disappeared and never went anywhere. And then every time I think about flamenco again, I go online and it's literally him arguing about if he's a pedo because he likes lolly or not. And someone did a oh Christ, what do they call it? Like Skelly Skeleton or something like that? Scary Skeleton. They did like a video on flamenco recently, and it made me see it, and I was like, oh, do you know what? That'd be kind of cool, actually. Maybe I actually should go back and do my video on flamenco. I haven't even watched his video on it yet, but just seeing it made me remember I was meant to be doing one. And then I saw that, like, the next day after he released his video, flamenco did his fucking standard and, like, gushed about it online until he eventually convinced the guy to have a conversation with him, and then I think flamenco looked bad in that conversation too, and it's like, bro, God, that would be too much effort for me. I don't want flamenco fucking like blowing up my DMs trying to fucking talk to me if I make a video on him, the fucking weirdo.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help. After all you did.
Remember, guys, this is genuine emotion, not acted at all whatsoever. It's so weird when it is like all pushed at the dad. It is so. I wish I could have helped you. It's like, but from what you've said, your mom was the one who was like sleeping with people for drugs, whilst your dad was like in the other room, like comatose. So like, I don't know, like, how is that your dad's fault? How would getting away from your dad have changed your mom when that's how she did it? No problem, Lisa. Have a good one.
You did far more good than you did bad. And I'm sorry I let the bad hurt me for so long.
Doesn't he sound like he's over it now?
I'm sorry.
When he says stuff like that, like, I'm so sorry, you know, I let the bad override for so long. And it's like, but we're still here. We're still in this exact place 4 years later, where he's like needing to take psychedelics and he's in therapy and all for everything that's already happened, even though he's claimed 20 times that he's already recovered from it. But we're still just here, you know? Why do all the other people in the Crypts have to listen to this bollocks?
I love you.
That'd be so good if you just heard from over here. It's like, fuck up, Sonny.
I always have. I always will. I want you to know I understand. It was hard. And I know you done your best.
You probably should never say you understand, like someone who like molests people or like potentially grapes people and stuff. You probably should never say that. It's like, oh, do you know what? I understand you though. I understand. You were trying. You tried your best. I wouldn't. I'd be like, you're scum.
I really know you did.
Genuine emotion, guys.
You said you ruined my life.
Yep.
You remember the last thing you said to me?
Yep. It's a weird we've moved from Boogie claiming that, like, talking about this to like claiming like Reddit ruined his life. Hi, Brogan.
And at the time I thought you did.
Click, 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 click.
But I told you then. You made me the man I am.
Which is surely a ruined life.
I'm proud of who I am. You remember I said that? Well, this time I mean it.
Oh, is this it? Is this it? Look at him! Look at him! Like I said, he's been working so hard to try and get a tear out, and he rubs his eye, and he holds it out in front of it, like in fucking in front of his face to stare at it, like he got a tear on it. Your mom and Dairy Queen made you the man you are. Papa John's, you ruined me. It's so weird. It's so weird to come with everything negative he says about his mom. All the stories that he's still running with today. And then you go back and watch his video where he's like, I understand what you did. I love you. You made me the man I am today, and I'm such a great, amazing person. I'm so proud of who I am, even though like we're years later, and he is like still pulling up the same like sympathy points over and over again. Like every once in a while, still throws up a good old fucking I'm gonna end my life kind of post. Like, what the fuck? How is this 4 years ago? Like over 4 years ago? It's like 4.5 years ago, nearly.
I'm proud.
Stay lit. There's nothing better than him sitting here wearing Storyfire's merchandise whilst doing this whole fucking thing.
I forgive you, Wanda Faye. I do.
Can you stop bringing her
Gotta
up
call
then?
him all. I know we weren't close, but I love you. I do. Thank you for giving me my life. Thank you for bringing me into this world. Thank you for giving me the chance that you gave me.
Boogie versus Blade when? Does Blade still have like the diabetes sores on his legs, or is that someone else? I think it's Blade. I think Blade actually might be someone like Boogie actually has a chance.
And you're right, you fucked it up. You did. You know?
What the fuck?
But it was salvageable.
Blade has leg holes. Yeah, see, Boogie will actually win.
Not your house.
Killer Grooves. Can't imagine why Storyfire failed with a genius like Juggernaut behind it. But that's the thing. And it's like, you were like, who the fuck was it I was listening to talk about it recently? It was in some ordinary podcast. It was one of their guests was on, and they were discussing Storyfire just in general. And it's one of those things that is kind of like shrouded in mystery, because like they pointed out that the original 4 founders of Storyfire were basically Boogie, McJuggernuggets, Kid Behind the Camera, and Keemstar. And the person talking about it made the point, it's like, we have those 4 characters who are literally all just known for like being exaggerated personalities online, especially 3 of them in particular, who are known for like fake storylines, fake rage outs, just generally being like fake people. You could argue that about Keemstar as well. Keemstar, you know, like Keemstar is someone, like anytime he says something, I'm always like, did that actually really happen? It's like when he came out and pretty much said the Lockout podcast was happening before he even really had like DSP signed on to it. Like anytime Keemstar says something, you always have to take it with a pinch of salt. Like he will sometimes pull through, and I do actually genuinely think Keemstar is good for the community in general, because he does make weird things like Boogie versus Wings happen. So I do think he's good for the community, but I can't trust him. It's like the Brantley thing. Like that just seemed so weird and out of place. And then it was just totally gone and totally forgiven, and everyone moved on from it immediately, and there wasn't really any bad blood, even though like Brantley was like pretty much calling Boogie a pedo, and then literally it was never brought up again. That's kind of weird. But then I'm like, oh, that's Keemstar's girlfriend. That was probably a storyline to try and push this narrative even more, because obviously Boogie came out with a girlfriend, no one really cared, you know, like a lot of people like made fun of it, but no one really cared. It's not like there were like documentaries and loads of videos on it. Like I got a bunch of people saying you should talk about it, and I said no, because it's fake. I don't really care about it. And then that's it. Really, his view counts died like immediately afterwards. Like no one really cared about it. The big story that he had for like his begging, he got like, what was it, 350,000, 400,000? With his new girlfriend, he just broke 100,000 finally. Like, imagine, Jesus, what the fuck was that? Oh, Thunder, thank you for subscribing. I need to turn that off. That fuck gets me every fucking time. Imagine, like, you coming out and saying, like, I'm broke, I need money, gets, like, 4 times you coming out as a near 49, 50-year-old man coming out saying, hi there, I got with a 19-year-old girl, she just turned 20. Imagine that being that type of discrepancy. It is really fucking bizarre. You guys can stomach DSP streams. I can't watch DSP streams. I don't even watch DSP as a lol guy anymore, because he's so repetitive. I don't watch him like at all, and his streams are like so incredibly long and generally so incredibly boring. You really got to drip feed like content out. It's like King Cobra JFS. His streams in general aren't overly entertaining, but when you watch like Bite Size Cobra Bites, you cut it down to like 15 to 20 minutes, then that's funny.
Sorry about that. Sorry, Daddy Carl.
You're welcome, Sonny. Ding, 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 ding.
One
ding,
more
ding.
thing.
One more thing. One more thing. I'm gonna put this up on YouTube and monetize it, okay? Be cool with that?
So I don't think I'll be back. Okay.
Oh, he nearly made a liar out of himself. He was planning the storyline of going back, and God, that would have been way more interesting. Ding, 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 ding.
You left me that house in case I needed it.
Well, whoopsie daisy, guys.
I want you to know. I never will.
Oh god, oh that aged like milk. Like I've always made the point that Boogie is not as broke as he always claims he is, but like that nearly aged like milk when he's arguing with like randos online about the value of it and if he should sell it and why he can't bring himself to sell it and stuff like that even when he's begging people for money online.
Okay?
Yeah, Brain Dance Fire, I've seen that.
Everything you wanted for me,
Incoming botulism.
I got.
Do I know Smokey Mick? He makes videos? He made videos in like Cyrax, didn't he? I didn't really watch him because I watched a little bit of Cyrax and I thought Cyrax was not... He's not my type of lolcow. I don't really enjoy him. A lot of his trolling is very repetitive, just lots of screaming. He's also similar with very long live streams. He gets like banned and changes account so often I find it hard to keep up with him. Cyrax really wasn't my thing, so I never really watched that much of Smokey C.
I have acted. And I made people laugh.
Do you know what? You're doing both of those things right now as well.
I made people cry.
If only you could have made yourself cry during this entire performance. You would have sold it to me, but you couldn't.
I've saved lives. I lost weight. At least as much as I could.
Well, that lasted well.
I got my teeth fixed.
Trust me, they noticed. I'm gonna make the same joke that I fucking made during the original video. It's like, they're in heaven, they can see from all the way up there, they can see the glow of those fucking chiclets. They know. They fucking know.
And, you know...
Oh, he does, Luna, he does.
I bought my dream home. Right there in Fayetteville where you sent me.
That was always a weird claim. It's like, right there in Fairfield where you sent me. But he claimed like he like escaped his mom because he like needed to get away because he was like always under her thumb and he needed to escape, so he moved out to where his brother was. That was the storyline he went with. So now it's like, now his mom like set him free and like, you know, pushed him out the door and let him go out and live his life. But he would later claim it's like, my mom kept me as fat as possible and fed me to make me as fat as humanly possible, so I literally couldn't leave.
5 bedroom, 3 bath.
Oh, I forgot about this! Mom, you should hear about my square footage. You wouldn't believe it. Oh my god. Is that worse? Is that better or worse than the I have 4.5 million subscribers on YouTube where he starts telling his mom, it's like, bro, you should see the number of bedrooms I have in this fucking place. Cooper thinks that's fucking great.
You remember Chad?
Oh my god. Do you remember Chad? I pay him to live with me now.
He's my best friend. And he takes care of me. You remember?
Mom, I nearly bought a Tesla, but then fucking Reddit ruined it for me.
Pretty little shih tzu that a girl. I got one just like
Did he pay a crackhead?
Not a shih tzu.
Did he pay a crackhead to record this? No, this is McJuggernuggets, his friend and CEO of Storyfire, the website this is going up on. Who's filming this, and I'm assuming he got bored at this point. He's just wandered off and is just doing panning shots.
He's a beautiful little dog.
Yeah.
I wish you could meet him.
Goober's nicer. Haha, suck a dick. She knows she's nicer. You're a good girl. I saw it coming.
Let you rest, okay?
Mom, Tori, I'm going to leave you alone. I'm going to stop telling you. But, firstly, I need to tell you about the horsepower in this new fucking Tesla, okay? Imagine, what else can he flex about? He's like, Mom, you don't understand. I got a digit gin signed by the author. It's $45,000. Imagine he started flexing about his Magic the Gathering cards. Which, by the way, he started doing Magic the Gathering unboxings recently. So I guess his whole, like, powerful stand against the company and refusing to waste any money, that has fucking gone out the window. Yeah, you're a good girl. You just want attention. Are we going for a doodle after this?
Hey, Daddy Carl, I forgive you.
For?
Every mean, nasty thing you ever said.
It was all worth it, you fat fuck. Imagine Daddy Carl just starts arguing back.
I do remember the good times, I do. Yeah, Mom, I'm sorry I didn't get to know you much. Alzheimer's is a hell of a thing. But I remember how you liked to talk in Pig Latin, and I know how you made me laugh when I was a kid.
Maybe you should apologize to her for like randomly sharing stories about her being like out in her underwear trying to dig holes to hide her fucking like spoons in the middle of a rainstorm when you showed up and you made a joke about it. And then like, what was it? She was like burying the butter knives or something like that because she was scared people were trying to kill her, and she's having like a freak out because of her Alzheimer's. And Boogie apparently showed up and made like a wisecrack, and his mom beat him up over it. Maybe you should apologize to your granny for making jokes about her Alzheimer's.
Good.
Michael, he's made several entire videos and points about his grandpa being racist, because I remember he changed that story so many times, because he always said like my grandpa said he doesn't even recognize the world anymore, and I turned around to him and said, but grandpapa, is that not a good thing? But then he tells it a different time where his grandpa's the one who's actually said that.
Mom,
has anyone else noticed that Boogie is fat? I haven't, Okie, but I have noticed that I would not have sex with him.
I want to say you did good. But you really didn't.
But you kind of did.
You know what?
Boogie's mom should have swallowed. Yeah.
You did good enough. So thanks.
Ding, 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 ding.
I love you.
It's beautiful. Ding, 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 ding. Clink, clink. I remember the clink. The panning shot over. And yes, Fragga, you're right. Mob Psycho 100 is fantastic. I just got the first 2 seasons on Blu-ray there recently. Imagine if it fell when he touched it. That'd be so funny.
Goodbye.
If it just ends with fucking like the marble falling off and crushing Boogie, and then Jesse jumps on camera and goes, "Oh, that's another Story Fire original, stay lit!" And then just the power cuts. This is beautiful. This is really, oh, it's changed me. Look at the sweat stain down his fucking back. Oh, bet that chair is crusty after that. There we go. Oh, did Boogie seriously edit this? Boogie edited this in now as well. Oh my god. Because this wasn't on the original version of it. And he's ending it dramatically walking out the door. Brings a tear to my eye every single time. Oh, that was fantastic. That was so cringe. It's so interesting just watching that years later. And it's like, holy shit, how have we like regressed? There's no, he makes it seem so final, because like in the original version of the video, he goes out and speaks to Jesse, and Jesse's like, how do you feel? And he goes, do you know what? I feel great. Like, who else gets closure like what I just got there? And it is so fucking weird. And they started joking around and trying to banter and stuff like that back and forth when they're getting in the car to drive off. And it's like 6 more minutes of them just trying to like joke and talk about how he's really moved on with his life and really progressed with his life. And now here's us 4 years later, and he is like no better off. You could argue that he's considerably worse than he was 4 years ago, especially with his mentality, with the kind of content he's putting out, the fact that he's down from 4.5 million subscribers to 4 million subscribers, the fact that he's like, I had 1 billion views and now he's down to like 880 million or something like that, which is obviously still none to sneeze at, like, but you know, come on. It is so weird that so much he's talked about is like so bad. It's like, I don't need that house that you left me. It's like, well, you nearly did. Mom, you should see the square footage of that new house that I got that he was talking that he might need to move out of because he's so broke. It is fucking, it's fascinating. But yes, that's probably going to be it. She's obviously upset because I need to take her for her walk. I will say the word now, her walk. Yes, because I didn't want to say it earlier on because I'll set her off. So we're going to end up here. But yeah, it was cool. It was fun to come back. It's fun to have a wee chat about this. Like I said, I have a thought or two about a wee project I want to do. I don't want to promise anything though. How's he gonna fare the YouTube sub purge? I don't have no idea how many, because like most of his subs are obviously dead subs because he's getting like 15,000 views per video. So who knows, if they go through and they call all the bots and stuff like that, he could suddenly lose like half his subscribers, which would be hilarious if that is the case. Because Boogie like seriously just charts like how important he is based on his sub number, based on his view count. That is what Boogie's entire life is, as we just saw in this video, where like the only information he gives to his mom about how well he's doing in life is, I have YouTube subscribers, Mom, which is kind of pathetic. But that's going to be it, guys. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you for everyone who watched. Sorry I kind of disappeared and died for a while there, but, you know, I'll try and be here a bit more consistently. Maybe try and do, like, you know, if I can't do the monthly things again because you know, he's not being overly interested, maybe we could do, like, live streams where he just kind of run through his videos and talk about them. Who knows? But that's going to be it, guys. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for everyone who commented. Thank you for the super chats, everything like that. You're all cool. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye. Gertie's shouting.